Welcome, folks. Welcome to episode 33 of Finding Your Hidden Superpower Autism, Aspergers, and those of us who are neurodiverse. So, I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving and were able to celebrate with your family and friends. And so, what I'm looking for and what this vlog is all about is finding your superpowers. So there's a paper written in 2018 from the World Psychiatry talking about why are savant skills and special talents associated with autism. That they acknowledge that in TV and media, savant skills are highly shown and portrayed in fictional accounts of autism and autistic characters. So one of the things is that this paper acknowledges is that special abilities are more common in autism than in other groups, finding that a third of autistic adults showed superior skills in one or more areas by parental report on psychometric tests. So self-reporting tests or reporting tests from the parents show that the autistic, at least one third of autistic adults showed superior skills in one or more areas. Some well documented skills are astounding, as in fiction, such as people being able to have detailed sketches just from memory, from just looking at something for like 20 minutes. So special skills typically fall into a narrow range of areas. Recent studies suggested more than 70% of adult children, autistic children and adults, had special isolated skills in memory, which were 52% of the sample. 32% of the people had what's called visuospatial abilities. So being able to see in 3 dimensions and being able to calculate the area and the dimensions from just looking at it and not measuring it. Calculation, drawing, or music, 17% of autistic children have specialty in that. So, but in this next paragraph, it points out that a lot of times neurotypical people are not focusing on our strengths, they're focusing on our weaknesses. Such as, it says, parents often understandably are annoyed by the emphasis of savant skills in the media. When neighbors ask me about my autistic son's special talent, is I tell them it's having a meltdown in the store because fluorescent lights flicker. So instead of looking at the positives, people look that are neurotypical look at all the negative outbursts that people that suffering from autism have. And a lot of the times, if you're highly skilled at masking your symptoms, that people won't even know or even think that you're autistic. They'll just think you're a little bit eccentric and you are a little bit easily riled up. And so and then they are cautious around you, and that might be a cause of difficulty for friendships and relationships. So, but people won't realize that you're autistic or Asperger's or neurodiverse because you're able to you're not doing the stereotypical behaviors that these media contrived autistic characters are portraying. So one of the things is that they're looking at genetic factors just recently. I'll cover that next time. There's supposedly some gene that they found, and then they've experimented in animals, and then they cut out the gene, and then the animals were less autistic. But they're trying to make it as in it's a negative disease that's terrible, and we got to cut it out of you. And I don't think that that's all that good. So, detailed focus processing might lie at the root of autistic music and artistic talent. All musical savants tested to date have shown absolute pitch, but autistic children, even without musical training or proficiency, are much better able than neurotypical people to hold exact pitch information in their mind over days and weeks. While typical development children move from focus on exact notes to tunes, which can be recognized across different transcriptions. In autism, the ability to maintain exact representations appears to be preserved. One one multiplying talented autistic man could not only name musical tones but also identify the pitch of spoken words or environmental sounds. So there's a lot of abilities that people can do for calculating using math, and being able to be exact on things. So increasing genetic evidence supports a differential view of autism with similar genetic influences on diagnosed autism and on autistic traits in the general population. Further research on special skills and talents in autism therefore has the promise of finding routes to increase talent beyond those with autism, as well as providing new insights to help recognize, respect, and release the beautiful otherness of the autistic mind. So, these people who wrote this paper want to try and mimic some of the effects of the special talents that autistic people can develop, and so you probably do have a superpower if you're neurodiverse. You just got to figure it out. And one of the problems that I've been having is doing a lot of this research. It's not it's not focused on directly helping autistic people, because it's not written for autistic people and what we can do and how we can use our talents. It's more neurotypical people studying this subject and writing their observations for other neurotypical people. The other way I've seen it is that since I'm an adult, and a lot of the research is done for parents for children, and I'm already past that stage. So if you're a child and you're watching this, you're more than welcome to continue following me. But my emphasis is on adults that probably are undiagnosed. I'm 56, so a lot of this stuff they didn't even know about until after I was already out of high school. So, and all I was diagnosed with is learning disabled. And all they did for me is give me extra time and a silent room so I wasn't distracted by other people while I was test taking. And roughly, other than that, I didn't really get much more help than that, because they didn't know what to do, even the professionals. So this is still a new area of study, and the problem is that a lot of neurotypicals are studying this, in which they're studying it like it's a problem and to get rid of, in which it isn't necessarily a problem to get rid of. It's just we have to figure out how we can not get triggered and how we can emotionally regulate ourselves, and when we're frustrated, figure out how to alleviate that frustration. So, with that, I'm going to leave it at that, and hopefully, you get something out of this, and have a great day.